What happens when two of South Korea's biggest global icons suddenly disappear from the spotlight? It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? For years, Son Heung-min and BTS have represented the very best of South Korea on the world stage. One dominates international football, while the other has completely transformed the global music industry. But recently, many fans noticed something unusual. Korean media outlets seem to be focusing their attention elsewhere, leading many people to ask one question. Have Son Heung-min and BTS been pushed aside? Before jumping to conclusions, the reality is far more interesting than the rumors spreading across social media. Today, we're breaking down what's really happening, why Korean media coverage appears to have shifted, and whether these two legendary names are actually losing their status, or simply entering a new chapter. Let's dive in. For nearly a decade, BTS and Son Heung-min have been impossible to ignore. Every achievement they made instantly became headline news. Whenever BTS released a new album, Korean media exploded with coverage. Whenever Son scored another incredible goal in the Premier League, newspapers and television stations proudly celebrated him as one of the nation's greatest athletes. Their influence extended far beyond entertainment and sports. They became symbols of South Korea's soft power. BTS introduced Korean music and culture to millions of new fans worldwide, while Son inspired countless young athletes through his dedication, humility, and world-class performances. Together, they helped reshape the world's perception of South Korea. So why does it suddenly feel different? The answer begins with one important fact: media attention constantly follows what is newest. South Korean media is incredibly competitive. Every day, dozens of new stories compete for attention. Entertainment companies debut fresh idol groups almost every month. New actors rise through hit dramas. Athletes emerge in different sports. Breaking news arrives almost every hour. Because of this, journalists naturally prioritize whatever captures the public's curiosity at that moment. That doesn't necessarily mean Son or BTS have become less important. Instead, the spotlight temporarily shifts. For BTS, one major reason is simple: military service. As fans already know, the members gradually entered mandatory military service, creating fewer opportunities for group promotions. Without frequent concerts, album releases, or public appearances, entertainment news naturally focused on younger groups actively promoting every week. However, BTS never truly disappeared. Individual members continued releasing solo music, collaborating with international artists, and achieving remarkable chart success. Even while serving, their influence remained enormous. Global fans continued streaming their music, purchasing albums, and eagerly counting down until the full reunion. In fact, many industry analysts believe BTS's complete comeback could become one of the biggest entertainment events in recent Korean history. Now let's talk about Son Heung-min. For years, Son carried enormous expectations as South Korea's football superstar. Every weekend, Korean sports media closely followed his performances in England. Whether he scored or struggled, headlines immediately appeared. Recently, however, media attention has become more balanced. Instead of focusing on only one player, Korean sports journalists have started highlighting younger football talents, rising baseball stars, Olympic athletes, and emerging international competitors. This reflects an effort to celebrate the broader growth of Korean sports rather than relying on a single superstar. At the same time, Son himself has entered a more mature phase of his career. Rather than constantly producing sensational headlines, much of the discussion now centers on leadership, consistency, mentoring younger teammates, and planning for the future. These stories may receive fewer viral clicks, but they represent an equally important stage of an athlete's journey. Social media also plays a huge role in creating the impression that BTS and Son have been removed. Modern algorithms reward novelty. Whenever a new idol group debuts or a young athlete breaks a record, those stories spread rapidly across TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and X. As a result, fans scrolling through their feeds naturally encounter newer faces more often. This creates the illusion that older stars have disappeared. In reality, they remain highly respected, but they simply generate fewer daily headlines because their success has become almost expected. Think about it: when Son scores another brilliant goal, many people simply say, "That's Son doing what Son always does." When BTS reaches another streaming milestone, fans celebrate, but the media may not treat it as shocking because BTS has broken records so many times before. Ironically, consistent excellence can sometimes make extraordinary achievements seem ordinary. Another important factor is generational change. Every entertainment industry experiences cycles. New actors replace veteran stars in blockbuster dramas. Fresh idol groups attract younger audiences. Rookie athletes become tomorrow's champions. This doesn't erase previous legends, it simply expands the landscape. South Korea is currently witnessing one of the biggest generational transitions in both entertainment and sports. The media is introducing audiences to the next wave of celebrities while still acknowledging the achievements of established icons. That's how healthy industries continue growing. Still, fans remain incredibly loyal. BTS continues to maintain one of the largest global fan communities in history. Their songs consistently attract billions of streams, while merchandise, documentaries, and solo projects continue generating worldwide attention. Meanwhile, Son Heung-min remains one of Asia's most respected footballers. His professionalism, humility, and leadership continue earning praise from teammates, coaches, football analysts, and supporters around the globe. Neither has lost their legacy. If anything, they've reached the rare point where their influence extends beyond daily headlines. Many experts believe this is actually the hallmark of a true icon. Temporary media cycles come and go, but lasting impact remains. Even when cameras focus elsewhere, their contributions continue inspiring future generations. It's also worth remembering that Korean media isn't intentionally trying to erase either figure. Media organizations simply adapt to audience interests, current events, and breaking news. During quieter periods for BTS or Son, naturally other stories receive more coverage. When BTS officially reunites, expectations are enormous. Industry observers predict record-breaking album sales, sold-out concerts, and unprecedented media attention across the globe. Similarly, if Son enters another remarkable chapter in his football career, whether through international tournaments, club success, or future leadership roles, headlines will undoubtedly return. History has shown this pattern many times before. Global superstars rarely stay in the spotlight every single day. Instead, they move through different phases of visibility. What truly matters isn't how often their names trend online. It's the legacy they leave behind. BTS changed the global music industry forever. They proved that artists performing primarily in Korean could dominate international charts, sell out stadiums worldwide, and influence popular culture across continents. Son Heung-min redefined Asian football on the global stage. He demonstrated that determination, discipline, and exceptional talent could place an Asian player among the world's elite footballers. Those accomplishments cannot simply be replaced by newer headlines. At the end of the day, saying South Korean media has removed BTS and Son Heung-min may be an attention-grabbing headline, but the full story is much more balanced. Yes, media attention has shifted. Yes, newer stars are receiving more coverage. But no, these two icons haven't disappeared. They remain among South Korea's greatest cultural and sporting ambassadors, admired not only at home but across the entire world. Sometimes, true legends don't need to dominate every headline. Their legacy speaks loudly enough on its own. So, what do you think? Has South Korean media really pushed Son Heung-min and BTS aside, or is this simply a natural evolution as new stars emerge? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates on Korean entertainment, sports, and global pop culture. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.